Alright, going to take you through Communities247 now, and in this presentation we're going to look at Communities247, which is the next generation in MR, and we're going to look at some of the tools that are available within the system and some things that differentiate it from other products that are on the market, and then finally we're going to look at have a Q&A rather. So this platform is designed so that you can handle communities all by yourself as an online system. You get a login, you get a password, and then you can run your own communities, or of course you can use us as a service to help you with setting up that community. Now there's three types of communities that we encounter in business. The first is a sales and marketing environment where you have typically large communities, advocates of products, for example, where you want to take small amounts of information from a large amount of people and have a community that probably runs to thousands of people. The next type of community is where you want to conduct qualitative market research, where you have smaller communities of 50, 100, maybe up to 200 or 300 people, where the idea of the community is for co-creation and from that community to gain valuable insights using qualitative research techniques. And then you have market research, quantitative research type communities, where again you'll have community panels where you're using that panel for different topics, possibly, or for different types of research, where you probably have thousands of people in that panel where you'll be conducting different surveys with. Now, Communities247 really looks at that middle group there for where you're conducting qualitative research. So it's in that market that Communities247 sits, and that's the whole reason that the software was developed, to serve that community of 50 to maybe 300 people, where there's a community feel, where you may want to conduct short, medium or long-term projects. So you could have a short project that just lasts as long as the project lasts. It may be even a matter of just 1 day, 2 days, a week, but you have projects such as those. You have much longer term projects where you want to nurture, if you like, a community and engage them in some way, so that you can feed them ideas, discuss different topics. Maybe they're people with a low market penetration, where they're perhaps just 1% of the people in a market for your target group. So where you want to keep feeding them questions or discuss topics with them. And of course in between that you have medium term communities where you want to conduct short projects and so on. And there's two types of motivation for longer engagement in communities. There are people who feel valued, are advocates of a brand maybe, or passionate about a particular topic or area of interest, and these people will become part of your community and be able to contribute to that community. Then there's extrinsic motivation, where you are typically inviting people and paying them or giving them incentives to join the community to discuss a particular brand, topic and so on. Now if it's a long-term community, you would typically define the scope of that particular project, recruit people using community managers, invite people to join that community by email or some other means, and then you'll need to engage them in that community so that they stay, and you would typically plan a series of events that are going to cover a period in the future, and that could be a whole year's activities that you're planning. That doesn't stop you doing spot things such as a hot topic, raising hot topics and so on, but you would need a plan in the way that you're going to manage that community and keep them engaged, because you don't want them leaving, if you can help it, during the period of your research. So you can run activities to engage them, keep them involved. You'll obviously need a system to replenish that group as their use of a product diminishes or the cycle is completed. So the system will have tools in there so that you can manage that community and recruit and grow it, or plan to replace people as they disappear. Now the platform is completely usable by you on your own without any help. If you want us to help you, we do provide services so that the look and feel of your community is set up for you, but you can do all this yourself. So things such as colour, the design, how it looks, all of that is under your control. You can make that look as how you think it fits a brand or a particular topic that you are covering in your research. So it's completely customizable to the way that you think it should look. Now there's a number of types of activities that you can conduct within the community. So you have walls for conversations and polls. So that's what walls are for. You have interactive bulletin boards and chat groups so that you can perhaps arrange a group of maybe 5 to 6 people is what we recommend, rather like a focus group where you can discuss a particular topic led by a moderator and obviously with everybody interacting. That can follow on, of course, after the discussion to get further feedback or discussions emanating from that initial focus group type position. And of course there it's fully interactive in the sense that people can see each other with their video webcams and so on. The other type of activity you have is that you can have photo and video diaries, so information can be posted up on events or things of interest, matters relating to a brand. It could be showing how something is used in cooking or something like that, an ingredient. So photo and video diaries are a very valuable way of sharing content and information between members of the community and the moderators. Then you can have one-to-one engagement where a respondent is or member of the community is dealing directly with the moderator to perhaps hone in on something that's of particular interest. And then you can pull in surveys, interactive surveys within the system. And now you can use any survey platform you want. We would recommend Snap. We provide Snap for online surveys, and Snap can be just plugged in here so that a member of the community can fill in a questionnaire as though they're using Snap. It could be another piece of software if you're already committed to another piece of software, or you have another preferred supplier of software for online services. You can use that. It could even be a free piece of software such as SurveyCraft if you want to use that. So there's a whole range of ways of doing that, but pretty much any survey tool can be plugged in and used in conjunction with Communities247. And there's gamification in there so that you can give people activities or tasks so that that will keep them engaged. And indeed, the system was recently an award winner for just that. So you can integrate surveys. So this is a survey from another platform that's been plugged in. That particular survey has a video and then some answers that people can give. It can be open-ended questions. It will be whatever that particular software product allows you to do. As I say, we would recommend Snap there because it's a cost-effective, low-price tool that can allow you to get information in a survey-type form very, very easily and cheaply. There's bulletin boards so that you can comment on things and discuss topics just like on other social media. So let's look at the benefits of Communities247, what it really offers. And I think one of the key things is that it allows you to integrate a number of different data collection methods. There are tools out there on the market that perhaps handle 1 or 2 or 3 of these, or handle 1 or 2 of them very well, and perhaps one of them only just about. You will find with Communities247 as a real depth to all the tools in there, so that you really can use these different techniques to collect information very, very satisfactorily with a full set of tools to let you do what you want to do. So integration is really important. Everything's in one place, and it gives you the flexibility, which I think is important, of asking things and obtaining information in the way that is most appropriate for a particular task. So you can have ongoing conversations with your customers or the audience. That can be one-to-one, that can be the members of the community discussing amongst themselves in different ways. And what this gives you is a really fast turnaround of reports. Transcripts, for example, are available immediately, so it's not like qualitative research that's conducted face-to-face, where there'll be quite a long delay between receiving information and getting the transcripts. It means also that the amount of data that you're going to get will be greater. You'll get more value for your money. You'll get, in that engagement time or the period of your study, you'll get far more and richer data. It will open up the door to different types of things, and which can really engage your customers as well. So customers love the idea that the brand manager or the CEO or the board of directors can actually talk to their real customers, and certainly engage in it much more closely than they would traditionally. So they can view what's going on, they can listen into what's going on, or they can actually take part in what's going on. And it means there's that instantaneity, so that if there's an important meeting or a board meeting the next day, if there's a key question where you want to find out what the community thinks, that can be asked straight away, and the feedback can be carried out, and even focus groups can be carried out during an important meeting where key decisions are being made. So it really does open up what you can do. Let's look at some of the comparisons now. Customization, you really have got a lot of tools in there to customize the look and feel of your community, so it can be appropriate. It can be, if it's a serious topic, you can make it look a much more formal appearance. If it's something that's more fun, or perhaps dealing with younger people or something like that, you might want something that looks a little bit more interesting and is appropriate to the brand or the topic that you're researching. You can do it all yourself, so there's no extra charges. All the competitors charge for customization. You don't need to do that. You can do this all yourself. If you want us to help you with it, we can, but you don't have to, or we can just help with a part of it if that seems most appropriate. Languages, there's no extra cost for languages. All languages are included, so it's not like you pay an extra fee for each language that's used within the community. And you've got a complete set of tools. We've already looked at those, but most of the competitors out there either don't have all of these tools, or if they do, they're very limited in what they offer. They don't have the full functionality that Communities247 offers you. I think it's important that you can integrate any survey analysis, online survey analysis tool into your platform. There's only one competitor that has this feature, but it really means that if you're a user to confirm it, you can use that. If you're a user of Snap, you can use that. If you want to use one of the free products out there, you can use that. Obviously, you're confined by what that particular software product can do, but it means that you can incorporate it into your community at no extra cost. Communities247 also ties up with the Listening 24/7 product that we have. Now, Listening 24/7 is for social listening, taking data that's been posted on forums, and it comes with artificial intelligence that has really powerful text analytics, which give both emotional and content responses to your data. Now, that's a separate product which I can cover separately, but no other product has this pair of products, if you like, so that you can either use Listening 24/7 in conjunction with Communities247, or you can feed in actual social media, data from social listening with communities that you're running to get some aggregated results, or of course you can show it separately as well. So really powerful text analytics is available if you link it in to Listening 24/7. And gamifications is within the system. There's a global award that was won, as I say, with Oven very recently. No one has this type of tools available. Now, pricing is obviously very important to everyone, and again, pricing is very competitive with Listening 24/7. Pretty much all the other competitors out there are trying to tie you up for a year's contract. Now, that can be difficult if you're just new into this and you want to try it out, see how it goes. You don't have to do that. You can just commit to 1 month for $400 or just under $400. You have to commit to 1 month, and that's all you have to do, and you can cancel that whenever you want to. So there's a very low entry price. So if you're trying to encourage new business and you want to try this platform out, or you think you have some customers that would be interested in running a community, maybe just for a month for $400 US, you can do it with this platform at very low cost to yourself, and that will even include some initial training to help you get started. So very competitive pricing structure. Of course, if you commit to something much bigger over a longer period of time, like a year, you do get some discounts, but they're not huge. It's not as though you're paying 10 times the price. They're just, the discounts can be something like 20% if you commit over up to 20% if you commit over a year. So very competitive entry pricing, easy to get out the contract again, or if you have perhaps one project every 3 months, the pricing plan can be in place that makes that most appropriate for you and keeps your costs very competitive. It's a full software as a service system, so you can do everything yourselves. You don't need us at all, but of course if you want any extra services, we can provide those. So it really is your choice with how much you use us and whether you use us. So there's a comparison of the differentiators perhaps in Communities247 and others. So it's fully customizable for look and feel. There's no additional cost for languages. It's got a full range of tools, not just some of the tools, they're all there. Gamifications within the system. Text analytics is available. The pricing commitment is very low, and we're there to back you up if you want any other services or any other related services, in fact. All right, so that completes a tour of Communities247. If there's any questions, I'll be happy to take those now.